Mark Simpson at the conference office. Moderating today's call, we have a special announcement to conclude with our normal Tuesday morning coaching time. So let's go ahead and get to our announcement. First, we'll lead off with our typical note news. Our players of the week past weekend. Our offensive player of the week, Liberty running back Todd Macon. Defensive player of the week, also from Liberty, Solomon McCray. Special teams player of the week, Monmouth State Mike Hill. Bronze Brand freshman of the week, Monmouth quarterback Kinjai Bahar. Other notes to pass along. Big South ranked in the top 25 for 7th consecutive week. Charleston Southern's number 12. Monmouth both votes as well. The Hawks set the Big South game record with 4 blocks kicked past Saturday, a win over Delaware State. Gardner-Webb running back Khalil Lewis, first Gardner-Webb rusher with back-to-back 100-yard rushing games in 2011. BC and Monmouth continue their season opening road trip, third straight week. Both are on the road Saturday. Gardner-Webb quarterback Tyrell Maxwell is now 6th in South history rushing yards on quarterback. Liberty's Todd Macon, Frank Dixon passed 100 rushing yards in the home opener. They are the 13th tandem in league school history that so before we begin with our first coach, as noted earlier, our announcement, the commissioners, the Big South and the ASUN will be on this call at 11:30. Take questions, discuss details further. The announcement is the Big South Conference, ASUN Conference have established the FCS member partnership, which strengthens both leagues, reinforces the Big South football. Partnership takes effect immediately, guarantees a football home in the Big South Conference ASUN members that play scholarship football. That's news right now. It is available on social media, and as I mentioned, Mr. Thomas Bender, Big South, Ted Dunbar, ASUN will be joining us this morning to 11:30 discuss that agreement. With that, we'll now turn it back over to our coaches. Our first coach this morning, Gardner-Webb head coach Carroll McCray. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
Doing fine. Brennan Bulldogs suffered a setback past weekend, dropped 1-1. We got the home opener on Saturday. We can open up and talk about the game at Western Carolina, and we'll start taking questions and talk about the game.
Well, certainly disappointed in our performance in Cullowhee on Saturday. Went up there with best of intentions and felt good about our opportunity, even against a really good football team from the Southern Conference, and went out and did some good things in the first half and battled around, although we had some mistakes, a turnover inside the 10, and some big plays hit us early in the game before we settled down, 17-14 ball game at half, and we were going to get the football starting the third quarter, so felt like we were in good a position as we needed to be in, considering a few things we had faced, and came out and offensively didn't execute like we had early in the first and second quarter, and turned it over to them, and their execution turned up. They had a young quarterback, played very, very well, and it proved to be our demise. That running the football, we missed some opportunities with missed tackles, and then they hit us with a short pass game and made some big plays, which is a credit to them. So really disappointed in the way the game ended up, and not many positives to take out of it, except the fact that we got a lot of work to do, and we're very capable, when we stay focused and do what each individual is supposed to do. So, looking forward to this week's practice to see if our young men will look inside themselves and come out and really work to improve the things we need to improve on as we face a totally different football team. We go from more of a spread offense in Western Carolina with a really dynamic quarterback to option football team in the Citadel, and where the priority becomes a run game and then the play action pass when they need it. So our hands will be full. practice will have to take a a new dimension, trying to make sure that we have some guys to give us the best look we can for the triple option, and then make preparations for our first home game. Really excited about opening up the home season here in Bowling Springs, and happy that Citadel's returning the game we played down there 2 years ago. So hoping our kids will come out and then really fight for our home ground and represent not only our school but the Big South Conference the right way. And looking forward to that. So on we go to build on the positives, try to make some corrections this week, really toughen up and finish some tackles and finish some blocks so that we can improve ourselves and have opportunity against a really fine team. Citadel started off the season with their new coach. I think quite a few of the staff members that stayed on after they lost their coach last year to James Madison, and they've done an outstanding job. They've won 2 close ball games, a tight one down at Mercer, and then a tight ball game against Furman this past week. Very disciplined football team, as you would imagine, coming out of the Citadel. And now they're 2-0 overall, 2-0 in conference play, which puts them in a very, very good position this early in the season. It'd be a big challenge for us, and they got some really good-looking kids, very athletic, offensive linemen. They can really get downfield and block. Playing 2 quarterbacks. A kid that we played against 2 years ago was a freshman, is now the junior. They're playing a redshirt freshman along with him, and for their running attack, and then defensively, their corner, Delaney was just SoCon Defensive Player of the Week this past week in their big win. They got some guys that can run, and and they're tough up the middle. So we'll have our hands full. I certainly think hopefully we can line up with them toe-to-toe. It'll be a physical ball game. Certainly any turnovers will be to our demise, and I think winning the kicking game again this week will be very critical. Hoping to play field position, understanding that a short field, you better take advantage of it because their situation is to get the ball, keep it as much as they can, keep your offense on the side, and run the clock against you. So they're staying true to form, what they've done the last couple of years as they went into the playoffs last year's second round, and before they were defeated by Charleston Southern. And their Coach Thompson's done a really fine job holding the program together and moving it forward in a very, very positive way.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. At this time, we'll move to questions for Gardner-Webb head coach Carroll McCray. Ask a question, press star 1 on your phone, or click the Q&A link to the top of the browser. Click raise hand if you join us together. Coach, while we waited for a question or two to come in, you mentioned the running game, and your running game's had a pretty good start after 2 games, another 271, 5.5 yards per carry. The emergence of Khalil Lewis. Talk about the running unit as a whole, how well Khalil's been.
Well, we've been pleased with the progress of Khalil in our program and the way we've been able to move football on the ground. And I think there was opportunities that we still have to make it go better. And I think one of the keys to continue to improve our offense will be making those adjustments, making sure that we put the hats in the right spot to give him a chance to run and go along with Tyrell in the run game. And we need some other guys to continue to develop and help those 2 guys in the running area for us. I think probably what caused our demise offensively and slowed us down is we did pitch and catch through the pass game as we wanted to keep drives going in Western Carolina. And I think we got to continue to strive to have balance in both areas. But very pleased that we can run the football. First 2 ball games, certainly it'll be another challenge for us this week to be creative and be tough to run the ball between the tackles and then get it on the edge through the option game and all the ways that we can. But more than that, we got to continue to fight to have balance in the offense so that we won't get one-handed. And I think that's a great challenge for our coaches and our offenses.
And then just speaking of challenges Citadel's off, what specific you have to focus on this that you normally don't on the defense?
Well, the most difficult thing is to simulate what they do in practice, and it has been and always will be, an issue when you face a team, that runs the ball like the Citadel does. So that's priority number 1. and then going into the game plan, it's really as old as time. You better stop the dive and work to the quarterback and then get to the pitch. But you better stop that inside run and make sure that you got hats on it. If they don't have to work to phase 2 and 3, it's going to be a long day for you. You won't have a chance to win the game. So we'll start in the middle and work our way out. And, like I say, we'll have to be on our toes because they're dynamic in what they do and how they do it, very disciplined on it, and, got quite a few counter plays in there and things that keep you on your toes or off balance, however you want to look at it. So the challenge starts in practice, trying to simulate those things and get your kids honed in on a key. And then in the ball game, you got to put your eyes in the right spot, play very unselfish, do your job, not look to anybody else and try to do someone else's job, or they'll be in the end zone quickly.
All right. Well, Coach, I'm not seeing any more questions for you. We'll go ahead and let you go. Thanks for joining us. Good luck Saturday in the home opener.
Thanks, Mark. Good luck to all the Big South teams, and thanks to the commissioner and everyone involved in the joining of the new conference and the possibility for football programs to come into our league. We're very appreciative on our end for all the hard work done by everybody. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, Coach.